tracking that global internet outage, and officials at City Hall continue to keep a close eye on how the widespread technology problems could affect systems like 911 and 311.
Joining us this morning is the city's Chief Technology Officer, Matthew Frazier. Nice to have you with us. Are you there?
Rosanna, happy to be here.
Okay, so what's going on with 911 and 311?
So luckily for New York City, most of our critical systems are up and running. So 911, 311, other systems that you would expect, like our traffic management systems, our water management systems, those things are up and running. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we're unscathed. There's other systems that have impacts, and we're monitoring and looking and on the path to restoration for those systems.
Okay, so what are those systems that you're monitoring and you're concerned about?
Yeah, so other things like systems that belong to our taxi and limousine commission, systems that belong to our Department of Buildings, like licensing and permitting systems. Some of those systems have mild impacts where the public-facing components and like some of the back-end stuff is impacted, and we're working on bringing those things back online.
What about hospitals and surgeries this morning?
Yeah, so as you heard from some hospitals, as you can imagine, when something like this happens, the impacts are broad scale. So everything from scheduling into some basic stuff like email for certain hospitals may be impacted, and as a result, they're saying if you have any scheduled surgeries, to be sure that you contact your primary care physician or whoever's performing that.
And Matthew, as we're speaking, we're taking a live look at one of the airports here. LaGuardia, a plane is taking off, so it looks like some of these issues are working themselves out. We know that you are having a little bit of difficulty when it comes to police officers and how they would normally be dispatched or access some of their phones within some of the precincts. Is that right? I mean, are there some issues that you guys are working through here?
Yeah, so we have minimal impacts to our police department. Some of the issues include the issue that you're referring to is just to the smartphones, but for police communications, especially emergency communications, they default back to their radios, and we are seeing no impact to 911 call taking, no impact to 911 dispatch, or no impact to the radio communications network.
That's very good news. Reverting back to those radios, I want to just zoom out a little bit here because we're talking about this outage. We know that this is linked back to a company called CrowdStrike. They're saying that this does not appear to be a cybersecurity attack of some point. What do you know about how this happened?
So at this moment, based on the information that we have from CrowdStrike, they were applying an update to their product, and that update had a bad set of code. And once that update was deployed, it caused machines that run Microsoft Windows to critically fail. So the update was pushed between the hours of 12 a.m. Eastern and 1:30 a.m. Eastern. And every machine, or almost every machine that received that update, experienced critical failure, and that manifested in the way where it's being commonly referred to as the blue screen of death. Now, in order to do restoration, it's a manual process that takes some time to do. But at this moment, that's what we know.
All right. Well, we appreciate you coming on. So far, everything is operational, but just be careful. If you're going to the hospital or you go into the airports, you need to check with your doctors or your flights before you go there. Chief Technology Officer Matthew Frazier, we appreciate. Good luck today. I think you got your hands full.
It's going to be a busy day.
Yeah. All right. As we mentioned earlier, airlines are being hit hard by this outage. Some flights are being grounded as a result.
We want to go now to Good Day's Lizette Nunez. She's been at Kennedy Airport all morning. Kennedy, Lizette, we just heard the Chief Technology Officer talking about that blue screen of death that comes up for people on their computer screens. We're seeing it down some places in the subway system, and you're seeing it on some of the billboards inside of the airport there. What have you noticed?
Yeah, well, those flight blue boards still up right now, so passengers still have to wait a while to get an update on when a lot of these flights are going to take off. The last time that we went inside Terminal 4 on the Delta side, a lot of people packed in there, some sitting, waiting on the floor, just waiting for some kind of update. We're also hearing that there were some issues on the customs side, some saying long lines there as agents were having a hard time processing so many people because the computer system system was down. As far as the latest update from Microsoft, we've been checking on X. They've been posting updates pretty regularly. They say the underlying issue has been fixed, but we're still going to see those residual impacts. Now, go ahead and take a listen. I've been talking to passengers and family members of passengers, and they shared with me what they saw inside JFK Airport today.
I hope she's already got a boarding pass, but this is a lot of problem with the system. A lot of people, big lines that people they don't know what they're doing because the system is down. So it's no help.
They just said all their computers were down, so they were doing everything. I guess the passport agent that stamped us through was taking our pictures on his phone instead of into their system. So I guess they were doing things on like individual Wi-Fi systems. I'm not entirely sure how they were working it around, but the lines really long, and people are really frustrated. I mean, I guess there's nothing they can do about it, but.
So I also want to get to footage of Times Square. They're not seeing the blue screen there. They're seeing black screens because some of the billboards are down there. So we're also seeing impact in Times Square. Now, I've been checking with multiple airlines. Looks like Delta is still dealing with those issues. United also writing on X that they expect delays. So they want passengers to check with their carriers before heading out the door. But once again, we're still seeing those issues here at JFK Airport, and we'll continue to keep you guys updated throughout the morning. That's the latest here from JFK. We'll send things back inside.
All right, thank you for that update.